So, what if I told you the secret to a restaurant's success isn't just about the food on the plate? What if it's technology? Today, we're diving deep into the connected kitchen to see how smart tech is completely changing the game, turning that daily chaos into predictable, solid profit. This quote from Cloud Kitchens just nails it. It perfectly captures this new reality we're in. It's not about having the biggest, fanciest space anymore. Nope, it's about having these smartest systems. A tiny kitchen, if it's powered by the right tech, can go head to head with a massive restaurant, and honestly, even come out on top. So, how do we get from that old school chaotic kitchen to a super streamlined, profitable machine? Well, that's the journey we're going to take you on. We'll start by looking at the core problems, then we'll introduce the digital brain that fixes them, show you exactly how to build it out, and finally, look at the incredible results you can get. Okay, before we can really appreciate the solution, we've got to understand the problem, the chaos. For way too many restaurants, the kitchen is a battlefield. It's this constant, exhausting fight against food waste, inefficiency, and just missed opportunities that are slowly, quietly eating away at the bottom line. Just look at this number for a second. Let it sink in. Nearly 60% of all food waste is just gone, lost. For a restaurant, this isn't just some abstract environmental issue, it's a full-blown financial disaster. Every single scrap of food in that landfill represents pure profit being thrown directly into the trash. And this waste? It's really just a symptom of a much bigger problem. It's this vicious cycle. It starts with running out of your most popular dish on a slammed Friday night. That's a lost sale, and you've got a disappointed customer. So to stop that from happening again, you overorder, which leads directly to spoilage. Then you try to track it all on a clipboard, but it's slow. It's riddled with errors, and it's pulling your staff away from what they should be doing, cooking. So, how do you break out of this cycle of chaos? Well, you give your kitchen a brain, a digital brain, and that brain is the modern point of sale system, or POS. Now, I want you to forget everything you think you know about old cash registers. Today's POS is so much more. It's the central nervous system for your entire business. It's the single source of truth, where every order from every app, every single ingredient used, and every dollar earned is tracked perfectly in real time. And what makes this so incredibly powerful is its ability to get every single part of your business talking to each other. It creates this constant, instant conversation between your online delivery apps, your kitchen line, your inventory, and your sales reports. Everything is just perfectly in sync. This all happens because of a few total game-changing features, like, for example, real-time menu syncing. The second you're out of avocados, bam, the guacamole instantly disappears from your Uber Eats and DoorDash menus. No more angry customers, and instead of a messy pile of paper tickets, your cooks see every order on a crystal-clear kitchen display system, or KDS, which makes everything way faster and more accurate. Okay, so you're sold. You're ready to build this connected kitchen. But where do you actually start? Don't worry, we're going to walk through the whole process, step by step. Here's your roadmap. It all starts with having a modern, cloud-based POS. That's your foundation. From there, you sync up your menu so everyone sees the same items and prices everywhere. Then, you bring in that KDS to streamline the kitchen. And finally, you connect your inventory and your reporting tools to get that complete 360-degree view of your business. Look, it's a process, but trust me, it's one that pays for itself over and over again. Now, early on, you've got a key decision to make. You can either connect your POS directly to each delivery app, which is great if it's supported, or you can use something called middleware. The easiest way to think about middleware is like a power strip for your delivery services. You just plug DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats all into the middleware, and then you only have one single plug going into your POS. It's a really elegant way to manage a pretty complex system. Once all these pieces are finally in place and talking to each other, something really remarkable starts to happen. All that reactive chaos of the old kitchen, it just gives way to this calm, proactive, controlled environment of a modern data-driven operation. This right here is the true before and after of the connected kitchen. You're literally moving from a world of guesswork and gut feelings to a world of data and precision. You are no longer hoping you have enough chicken for the weekend rush. You know you do, because the system has already analyzed your sales data and told you exactly how much to order. Now, to make this transition a success, there are a few best practices to keep in mind. You can see them all here, but if you only remember one thing, let it be this: start small. Seriously, don't try to connect everything all at once. Pick one delivery platform, perfect that process, run some test orders, and then expand from there. It's all about taking it one deliberate step at a time. So, you've done all the work, you've built your connected kitchen. What's the real reward? Let's talk about the bottom line, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, right? Let's start with that food waste we were talking about earlier. One quick service restaurant that put this system in place cut its food spoilage costs by a staggering 40%. Just imagine for a second what your business could do with that extra cash. That could be a new piece of equipment, a raise for your best employee, or, hey, maybe a much-needed vacation. Next up, let's talk about stockouts. We've all been there, right? You're craving your favorite dish, you go to order it, and they tell you it's sold out. It's such a letdown for the customer, and it's a lost sale for the business. Well, one large restaurant chain was able to slash its stockouts by 30%. That translates directly to more happy customers and more money in. And here it is, the ultimate payoff. By cutting all that waste and boosting sales from having fewer stockouts, one small independent restaurant boosted its overall profitability by 15%. In an industry that's famous for razor-thin margins, 15% is the difference between just surviving and truly thriving. So it all comes down to this: a connected kitchen is a stronger kitchen. Your whole operation is faster, it's smarter, and it's way more profitable. Your customers are happier, your staff is less stressed out, and you've built this solid tech foundation that you can actually grow on. It's a win-win-win. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In today's incredibly competitive market, you really can't afford to be held back by outdated systems. The connected kitchen isn't just some passing trend. It is the new blueprint for success.